One of those smelly, damp dishcloth coloured days, you know the kind. A day so ordinary that even it must be surprised to find itself playing host to parasites like us. Pedestrians, bus stops, various other things I don't have time to name. See that bench? That's where the characters were supposed to be doing their dialogue. If it was a sunny day, it'd be a perfect location for a film scene. Meanwhile, in a cafe close by.
Yeah. I got a friend who says shit like that all the time. He says, do you ever think it's weird? And I'm paraphrasing here. Do you ever think it's weird that I, as in me, first person, is always capitalised no matter where it appears in the sentence? Compared to you? Reckons all the world's problems are based on this.
That's really interesting.
Young child, learning to write, takes it in subliminally. Reckons it's the cause of all the world's problems.
Yeah.
Reminds me of something from night before last. It was dark and I was walking home, right?
Yeah.
Well, this girl is up ahead of me, going in the same direction, walking on the same side of the path as me. I'm behind her, like. And there's no one else on the street. And because she is walking so slow, I'm getting closer and closer to her. And I'm debating with myself, what distance is a respectful distance to stay walking behind somebody? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anyway, she could hear my footsteps behind her. And I know sometimes girls get freaked out when they're walking home alone at night.
Yeah.
But this is going on for like 50 yards. I'm behind her, and I purposefully have to keep slowing down. So I'm getting frustrated. I decide, feck it, I'm gonna speed up, pass her out. But you know what happens then?
No? What?
She speeds up, won't let me pass her by. So I'm going on the outside, just about to pass her, and she crosses the road to the other side of the street. I'm annoyed, you know? I want to go up and say something to her, but you can't. It's just one of those awkward instances where you get annoyed by a stranger. There's nothing you can do about it.
It reminds me of this girl walking. You know when you know someone but you actually don't know that person anymore? Maybe it was your friends years ago, but it's not now, right? And you are in the street and they're getting closer, and you kind of start thinking, should I stop, wave, and keep walking, or just ignore them entirely, right? And you know, somehow it's really strange because you can feel it, you can sense it. They are thinking exactly the same thing as well. So it's like, why do you really want to stop and talk? But it happens, so they stop, you stop, and you have this kind of like, you know, awkward distance when, you know, you have that conversation and kind of like, oh, what are you doing right now? What are you living at the moment? Things like that. And, you know, both of you realized that you didn't want to have that conversation at all. I was walking, looking straight ahead, and she stopped. And for once, I just kept walking. I couldn't really, you know, be bothered like having that kind of conversation that I didn't want to have. You know, she got really upset, and I could feel it. You know, I could feel her eyes boring into my back. Yeah, it's really weird.
Fuck it, we better split.
All right. Okay.
You know, to be honest, I wouldn't mind, but I really never liked her. You know, we just had mutual friends, you know, in common. That was our connection, but it never went beyond that. If I had to call to our flat, I think it would be really, really weird, you know. And that's kind of the only connection we had between us, you know.
Sorry, what?
Yeah, never mind. I'm gonna get myself some coffee.
Okay.
By the way, do you want some coffee too? Or?
Just some water, s'il vous plaît.
Oh, you speak French now.
Yeah,
What happened?
un petit peu. No, I did it in school.
Really?
Yeah, like in secondary school.
I already thought you sucked in French, you know.
No. Sure, I was in Paris for a month.
Really?
Yeah, j'habite. I lived in Paris.
I'm impressed.
Of course, I'm very impressive. Yes.
Very good. Here we go. Here is your water. It's
Merci
Volvic,
beaucoup.
very French.
Oh yes, très français.
So, tell me, what's happening with the film project? You know, the script.
Yeah, it's we're kind of stuck between a few places, like, so we haven't really decided on the script yet.
Yeah, really. What's up?
Yeah, like it's kind of like there's a few different ideas going about, and like everyone's kind of like stuck in their own corner, you know, fighting for their own script.
Mm.
So Kate came up with this idea of a Beckett play type job, where like you have there's one character, and then there's all these other people around, but they're just like voices in the head.
Okay.
They're like different aspects of his psyche.
Okay, right.
So that's one thing anyway.
Mm.
But my idea, which is the best of course, was to do an abortion debate.
What? An abortion
Yeah.
debate? Nah. To me, I think it's too political and controversial. I wouldn't go for that.
Yeah, absolutely. You want that. You want to like draw the audience in. Like you want to grab them by the balls and yank them in.
Yeah, but I think when it's that political, it looks like you're just trying to kind of manipulate the emotions of the viewers.
Yeah, absolutely. Why not? I'm like that's the main reason like Spielberg got into movies in the first place. Like you know the main thing he loved was scaring the bejesus out of his sisters with his films.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Well, I had an idea. You know, I was thinking about that the other day. Don't tell me what you think, but why don't you go for the old routine, like film within the film, and then you get people together, and then they will be saying to each other, we could do this, we could do that. You know?
Yeah, like one of the guys was saying that brought up that idea.
Yeah, I know. I mean, we are geniuses. We have the same, way of thinking.
Yeah, no. It's all a bit too, lovey-dovey, like, the Oscars, like, the Academy is calling, a nomination, like, for your consideration, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm just like, I just want to make a story. I want to tell a story. And just, proper basic filmmaking.
But, when do you have to edit ready then? When should it be ready?
Next Monday, so like we better get a bloody move on,
Yeah.